Hi, I'm Gil Brito, managing partner of Beltran, Brito, Casamayor, LLP. We're immigration attorneys dedicated to all aspects of immigration and nationality law, with an emphasis on visas and on green cards. And specifically today, we're going to talk a little bit about the O-1 visa. We have a good amount of content online and on YouTube, and we're seeing a lot of great questions coming up regarding this. And I just want to thank you very much for the opportunity to go ahead and be able to respond. Thank you so much for viewing. We also have great opportunities with Facebook Live, with Instagram Live. If you could catch our videos, you could follow us on social media. We have great opportunities to ask us questions live as well. You could always feel free to go ahead and ask any questions in the comments. But let's talk about a visa that I feel I've been seeing a lot of information on, I've been seeing a lot of feedback on, and that's the O-1 visa. Okay, so the O-1 visa, think of the O-1 visa is not just if you're an artist, but it's for artists. Not just if you're an athlete, but it might be for athletes. Not just if you're an entrepreneur, you're into tech. It could be you're a social media influencer. It might be that you think, you know what? Yeah, I'm pretty good at my job and I'm a professional, but do I actually qualify for this visa? And I think it's important to reach out to us. I think it's important to ask questions, and I think it's important to explore. If you're thinking about it, if you're thinking about, I'm not too sure if I qualify for this visa or not. I'm not too sure if I have the level necessary to go ahead and apply for this visa, and there's a lot of confusion regarding it. So let's talk about this a little bit. What are the general requirements? And the general requirements are, yes, to have a good background in your field, but usually the definition is distinction. And for me, distinction over the years has changed, and it has also changed how U.S. immigration has interpreted it, and also how attorneys have to argue it, and what people think about it. People many times think about distinction as extraordinary. I'm extraordinary. I'm at the very, very top of my field. I think you're limiting yourself. I think what you need to do is you need to go ahead and say, you know what, distinction basically means I'm in the top 50% of what I do. Is that possible? Can I document that? Can I get letters? Do I have some press? Have I been on a podcast? Have they interviewed me? Have people sought me out for my opinion? Have I served on a panel as a judge? Have I been, do people seek me out to ask me questions about my industry, for example? Have you written something in your industry? Of course, it's very easy when you have the lens of actors, for example, or musicians, to say, well, I've performed in movies, or I've performed in front of 5,000 people on a stage performing. That's kind of the case where it's fairly certain, and you have a good idea, notion that, yes, I might qualify for that. Let me reach out to these guys. Let me go ahead and find out if maybe I qualify for this visa or not. So I would say kind of look at your career in its totality. Don't think of just, well, I don't qualify for this, or I might not be able to get this visa. I would say to give it a shot potentially, and to, at the very least, inquire. And I think and just take that first step in, why not? Why can't I do this? And I feel a lot of times people see America, they see the United States, and they see they see barriers. They see walls. And I like this visa a lot because it has a tendency to tear those barriers down. And it's important, I think, for people to explore those options if they have it. And this goes, and I'm speaking directly to my Australian clients, to my New Zealand clients, to my Canadian clients, to my British clients, to my Italians, to my German clients, to my European clients that are thinking, do I want to make the leap over here? Do I want to come to the U.S.? And I would say, give it a shot. Why not? Number one, do I qualify or not? Do I have the type of background? I think you deserve the opportunity to have a consultation to see if we could develop a case for you, number one. Number two, do you have a potential sponsor here in the U.S.? Sponsor, it's always, there's a whole bunch of misconceptions of who could be a sponsor, of what entails sponsorship. People see financial sponsorship, they want to back away from that. We could have a great brainstorming session on different types of sponsors. Typically in the art industry, we're going to see representative for artists as potential sponsors, but your potential sponsor could be somebody that wants to work with you in the future, and it could be a legitimate job, and this also qualifies as a potential sponsor. Go ahead and reach out. We could talk about the different type of sponsors and the different type of work that you could come here to do in the U.S. And of course, always our goal is to help change lives and to help people reach their goals here in the U.S. Feel free to reach out to us. I thank you again for all your questions and all your commentary. And as always, I'm Brito, and I'm here to help.